Hello there and welcome back. Now we're doing a new video series. This is going to cover the Dawn of War games. So we're going to go through Dawn of War 1, all of its DLCs, Dawn of War 2, its DLCs, and then finally into Dawn of War 3. Now the reason we're going to do this is we're going to do a Blood Ravens campaign. So we're going to go through 1, 2 and 3. Any games that allow us to play the Blood Ravens as a playable race, we shall go through those games. Now in later games you can do the campaign as other races, and we shall do further campaigns and further videos of that nature, but for the first one we're going to go through the Blood Ravens. So without further ado, let's get into the first mission.
The line! In the name of the Emperor, you will not falter! Charge! We can't hold! Run for your lives! Cowards! You will fight, or you will die.
I am Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Ravens 3rd Company. Status.
My lord, forgive me. We have done all we can to stop the orcs, but we have failed. My men's lives are yours.
You stood your ground in the face of the Emperor's foes. You've done your duty. If your men have failed you, I will leave their judgment in your hands.
Thank you, my lord.
I am not here for your thanks. This port must be held if we are to maintain troops and supply lines to the planet's surface. That is why we are here. Now, what of the wounded and the civilians?
Stranded. We have few ships.
Then you shall have more. All Blood Raven flights execute Protocol 23 and initiate civilian evacuation. We will dispatch the ground forces.
Yes, my lord.
Ground forces, my lord. But the orcs have retreated.
You must know your enemy to defeat them, Colonel. Orcs only retreat to regroup. They will keep coming until you or they are dead. Brothers, let us destroy this alien filth. What a glorious day for a battle. As the stronghold, our frontline battle headquarters
Yes,
is
my
currently
lord.
being assembled. We should proceed with caution until it is finished. The enemy shall know fear. We must start capturing strategic points. These 3 closest strategic points will do for now. Let us capture them first, and then move on to the others. Splendid.
Under
The
fire.
stronghold is complete. We must now set about establishing a proper frontline base.
Build routine 721
So a couple of
initiated.
things that you shall notice. One, this map does not line up with this tooltip here, so if we try and click within this border,
First
we'll
thing we
never get
need
it.
is a chapel barracks. That will
Yes,
allow us to
most
call down more
beneficent
Space
one.
Marine squads.
Build routine
Ever
721
vigilant.
initiated.
And unfortunately we will get interrupted by that quite
For
frequently.
the Emperor!
Again, it'll be difficult for us to get within this border, so we'll just have to get as close as possible. I don't know if it's to do with the size of screen I've got, because you'll probably notice as well that there's this space all the way over here that will be open space, I don't know if it's the size of the screen I've got, the resolution. I've tried to get it as good as I possibly can, but
Excellent.
this is as
The
much as I
chapel
can
barracks
do.
is finished. Now you can build some more Space Marine squads.
Yes, Lord. Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 7 to
This
1
day shall be a
initiated.
glorious one for the Imperium.
Here to serve.
If we are to
shall
defeat
obey.
these orcs, we will need to call in some special weapons. We must build an armory to
Yes,
get
Lord.
access to them.
Build routine 7 to 1 initiated.
Well done. We have captured several strategic points. Capturing strategic points and building listening posts on them earns us more requisition resource, which we can use when we build squads and equipment.
Here to serve. Build routine
What
7
would
to
you have
1
me do?
initiated.
It is time to hunt down the source of these orcs. My aim shall not have a base somewhere within the walls of this Imperial facility. But where? Look! An orc camp. And look there! A break in the spaceport's defensive wall. They must have blasted their way in. We must
Here to
destroy
serve.
this orc camp and any others these foul creatures may have constructed. Excellent. The armory is operational.
Ever vigilant.
The Space Marine squads can now
Direct us
upgrade
to
their
the enemy.
standard bolters to flamers and heavy bolters.
Marine squad deployed.
What would you have me do? Excellent. This orc camp has been destroyed. We must not forget our power
Yes, my
needs.
lord.
Building a plasma generator
I await
will supply
your
us with the power
instructions.
we need
Build
to keep our
routine
force
7 to
going.
1 initiated.
Those Imperial guardsmen look like they could use some assistance. Come, brothers,
He who
make
stands
haste.
with
Our
me
prayers
shall
have
be
been
my
answered.
squad
Here
deployed.
come the Space Marines!
Fortunately, that's a thing you have to get used to at the start of these games. Like most games, it tells you how to play the game at the start of the game. We'll try and save as many of these guys as we can.
Yes, my lord. The Emperor!
Excellent. The point is now protected from an orc retaliation. We should continue to build listening posts on all our captured
Yes,
points.
most
We
beneficent
are the
one.
Imperial Guard!
Build
It
routine
is time
7
we
to
started
1
acting like it!
initiated.
Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant
Here to
rate.
serve.
But there is a limit of how
Build
many
routine
plasma
7 to
generators
1
can be built
initiated.
per
Stand
stronghold.
ready. Heresy grows from idleness.
So to give you a quick rundown, if you don't know anything about this universe, these are the Space Marines, genetically
What's
enhanced
your order?
super soldiers basically. They are humans on crack, if you will. The guys that we saved there, Imperial Guard, that's you and I, that are now conscripted into what's known as the Imperial Guard.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
Yes, my
And
lord.
the ones that we are fighting are called the Orcs, which are basically just warmongering, well, greenskins. So all they do is live to fight
Fear denies faith.
and win and fight and win, and just it forever cycles.
Build routine 7 to 1 initiated.
Heresy
nothing more
grows
to it
from
than that.
idleness.
Obviously, the 40k universe is a lot more expansive than this first game really lets you see. There are many more factions. In this game, there are only 4. If you've never played this before, I'll just keep
What's your order?
the factions to myself at the moment to give it a
Fear
little bit
denies
of
faith.
suspense and some surprise.
Awaiting orders.
For those that have obviously played this game
We
before
are
then
the Emperor's
are
chosen.
watching, you obviously know who's in these games.
Faith is our shield. Yes, my lord.
And you will have played this yourself and are wondering what on earth I am doing.
Here to serve.
Honestly, just
Build routine 7 to 1
playing a game I used to
initiated.
enjoy playing when I was still in
This
primary
day
school.
shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. My aim shall not falter.
And then just letting everyone else watch me play it as a 30-year-old.
Under fire.
get some more Imperial Guardsmen over here. Let's give them a hand.
My aim shall not falter.
What you will notice is that they're obviously chewing through them and buildings quite easily. I'm playing this on normal difficulty. I don't see the point in playing a game on the hardest difficulty. Some people like the challenge. I don't see the point in making things harder than I really want to. I'll play the game that I know I can win, that I can still have fun with. Unless I'm trying to really challenge myself, which this isn't. This is just a casual playthrough.
My aim shall not falter.
Under fire! For the Emperor!
Now, whilst we're just getting to kind of some of the
My aim shall
just
not falter.
shooting at things bit, this is a good time to mention that this is actually, despite the age of this game and the most recent DLC that came out for Dawn of War 1, I think came out in 2008, I would have to fact check that, but it's actually got a surprisingly large amount of people
My
that
aim
still
shall
play
not
this
falter.
game, that still actually enjoy fighting online. The multiplayer's still very much alive. The modding community has kept this game alive. Now, it's not necessarily this game, it is the DLC, which is called Soulstorm. We will play that game at a later date. However, with this video I'll also let you know that if you do decide to get this game and you want to play more competitively, such as online and multiplayer,
My aim shall not
getting
falter.
Dawn of War Soulstorm, I think there's still quite a competitive market for that, but also the mod community has truly kept this alive because there are modifications that change the game
Heresy
to
grows
enough of a
from
degree
idleness.
as to make it more interesting. So they've done what's known as Unification, the Crucible mod, and the Ultimate Apocalypse. All three have changed the games in different
Form
ways,
up, men! There's work to be done!
which makes them still
Direct us to the
playable.
enemy.
Not necessarily still playable,
Walk
but
softly.
it gives it a
Carry a big gun.
breath of fresh air because you can then play with even more races. So by the end of Soulstorm, you have access to 9 races, whereas with some of these mods, they give you access to up to 20 of them. So just as a further
Yes,
incentive,
most
if you
beneficent
consider
one.
wanting to play this game, this one that we're currently playing, it'll let you figure out how you play
On alert,
as
brothers.
Space Marines.
The enemy must be
All
nearby.
bases are built the same, so all bases in every race has your main base, your troops, your research, your power generator, your vehicle building. Most races have turrets as well, so base building is generally the same. There's no niche. Some later on have a bit more of a niche than others, but you get to learn those as you play the games.
Regroup!
Today the enemy shall know fear. My aim shall not falter.
Obviously we've actually saved quite a fair number of the guardsmen that we wanted to save. It's always a happy moment.
Awaiting orders.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Excellent. This orc camp has been destroyed. My faith is my shield.
And as you can see, despite the fact that we're in the 41st millennium, we're still running about with swords. Despite the fact we're
This
getting
day
shot to
shall
hell.
be a glorious one for the Imperial.
Faith is our shield.
So generally speaking, these orcs are a more close combat oriented group.
For the Emperor!
They would much rather hit you with a stick as opposed to shoot you. However, within their mindset, they also love the sound of a gun. They honestly just love
Build routine
fighting in
7
all
the
capacities.
Emperor.
There's no right or wrong way for them. There's just fighting.
My aim
Fighting is
shall
fun.
not falter.
And we'll just wipe out this final base. And I think that should
My
be the
aim
end
shall not
of this
fall.
first mission. So, short one for this one, for the first video, but it always was going to be, because the first missions are usually short and sweet, because they're giving you more of an introduction. Let's pull you back before you die, because that wouldn't look good in the first mission. You can also attach him
Taking
to squads, so now he can just stand with them and shoot. Also makes it less likely for him
This
to die
day
so
shall be a
unbelievably
glorious
soon.
one for the Imperium. My aim shall not falter.
Like I said, it's most of the same. That's their generator. This is a turret that they can build. Also has a secondary function, which we'll go into if we do a orc campaign. And that is their troop building.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
As you've seen, they came out with axes there, what they would call choppers.
Excellent. This orc camp has been destroyed. There, that's the last of them. Well done, Blood Ravens. Victory is ours.
I am honored to be in the presence of a librarian. I wish to know how my men can better serve you.
We shall wait for the captain to finish his prayers. I saw you stand against the orcs. You are a brave man, Colonel. I wish I could say the same of your men.
I shall strengthen their resolve, my lord.
See that you do, or we shall do it for you. You have something you wish to say. Say it, Colonel.
How did you know?
Even without my psychic gifts, it is obvious. Speak.
Is it true your company eradicated a heresy on the planet of Cyrene recently? An exterminatus, down to the planet's last man, woman and child.
Colonel, your company is welcome, but such questions are not. Do not ask the captain about Cyrene if you intend to remain in his good graces. Brother Captain, the Colonel wishes an audience with you.
Thank you, Isidore.
My lord, my Tartarus 37th Imperial Guard Regiment stand ready to serve you in protecting the city. They wish to make amends for...
They will have many opportunities to prove themselves warriors worthy of the Emperor. The Blood Ravens are leaving the city. Its protection is in your hands.
I will ready my men. May I ask what your next course of action is?
Orcs only respect strength. I intend to show them that we have it in ample supply.
And with that, we come to the end of the first mission. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We do hope to see you following through for the rest of the missions, and we hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much.